Hello everyone, Digigex90 here, and welcome to another episode of my review series. And this time, I actually have someone else with me other than Zarvox. Introduce yourself, please.
Hey everybody, I am ChaudtheGamer, aka Chaud Star Power. As you can tell by my cutie mark, I am a huge gamer. Also, I am into some trading card games, but that will be for another time.
Anyways, this time we're going to be reviewing the Season 7 MLP episode, The Changeling. Let's get started. I'm first off going to say this that I actually like this episode. I do like how it starts with Starlight and Trixie arriving at the Changeling Hive, and they wanted to help Thorax with his leadership problem with the Changelings.
Yeah, and the problem seems to be with Thorax's brother Pharynx, seeing as he has not yet changed, and has a different design with his red eyes and such. And well, as for his personality...
Oh, but they were lurking on our grounds! In the old days, I would have already feasted on their love.
Well, that's why they're called the old days, because they're old. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah, I like the old days better.
I thought Pharynx is my elder broodmate.
Oh, yeah. You guys have the same... eye shape?
What a ridiculous comparison. We are nothing alike.
Stop doing that!
The hive looked better with holes.
Oh, well...
it could be worse, I guess. But I do, however, like Pharynx. He is pretty cool and doesn't come off as unlikable to the point where he is intolerable, unlike a certain pony.
About Pharynx, I know that unlike the other changelings, he's the only one in the hive that still feeds on love, and he's still used to the old culture that the changelings used to be in.
Yeah, but I don't blame him since that is how he grew up. It is the same for those who grew up a certain way, but is not wanting to do new things. Wow, in a way a few of us can relate to that. But I can't hate Pharynx. He is doing what he thinks is right.
I really do appreciate the effort Pharynx had when he wanted to defend the hive against incoming intruders.
Yeah, like against that Mulworth. Dang, that thing is freaky! Almost like a Legend of Zelda or Kirby boss. To me, anyway. Or Monty Mole from the Super Mario series. Hey, people, what do you expect? I'm a gaming pony. I make references from time to time.
Speaking about the changelings, I actually like since their reformation, they try to adapt to a new type of culture and trying to find new ways to eat rather than trying to feed on love again. I feel like it's going to be for a while until they fully get used to their new culture, but judging from what we see in this episode, it looks like they're actually getting there.
Yeah, and when we get some backstory to the brotherly love of Thorax and Pharynx...
You and your way of dying from cuteness, man.
Sorry about that. It was too cute seeing the little changeling. They're so small and adorable.
Anyways, I did like that Pharynx, despite his stubbornness, he still cared about his brother, and I liked how he was encouraging him to become stronger when they were little.
Yeah, he shows he cares in his own way, and then we see how Starlight and Trixie tries their best to help Pharynx see why the hive changing, well, isn't such a bad thing. Though, like you said, Digi, he is a bit stubborn to say the least. As stubborn as a mule. No offense.
None taken.
Yeah, and there was a scene where Starlight was about to give up, and I'm like, really, Starlight? Really? You should have done a bit more attempts before jumping into conclusions like that.
That is a complaint I do have with the episode. Twilight didn't give up on Starlight, and seeing Starly just give up like this just hurts to watch. And I was upset when I saw this. Starlight, you're better than this.
About Starlight Glimmer, I actually do have a complaint with her in this episode, other than the one I just pointed out before. Starlight wasn't really handled pretty well in this episode. What do I mean by that? I mean that she's done decisions to where it makes her really absent-minded. This problem actually contradicts her development as Twilight's pupil.
I agree 100%. Starlight being so thoughtless is sad, yes, but it shows that she still has a lot to learn about friendship and giving others second chances. She isn't perfect, but this bothers me. Not as much as that one episode with Pinkie Pie.
There was actually a scene with her trying to lure the mole out to the hive so Pharynx can fight it off after he left because of Starlight calling him a lost cause. That right there is a flawed idea, because what if he couldn't fully defeat the creature? That would allow it to destroy the hive, for fuck's sake! Chaud, I get what you were saying, that Starlight still has to learn a lot more about friendship, and I actually can agree with that. I'm going to be honest here that this is one of those moments Starlight did that makes me really cringe towards her.
She made me cringe, and keep in mind, I never cringed towards Starlight in any episode. Even when she was a villain, I adored her still. But this episode, well, she just... So, I don't know. And when I saw her luring the Malworth to the hive, I was like, Starly, no! That's a horrible idea! Ugh.
Yeah, and, well, I'm actually glad Pharynx did manage to fight out the creature, but not without a little help from his brother, Trixie, and Starlight. Speaking about Trixie, I think she was handled well in this episode. What I mean by that is her usual boasting and sarcastic mocking. I did like how she was being more honest here, because she seemed to pay attention to what's been going on and giving her own thoughts about the situation.
Yeah, Trixie is getting some great character development, especially in this episode, and since I am a Trixie fan myself, it made me so happy to see her growing in character. Something tells me she'll be a big part of Season 8.
She might be. One more thing I will say about Pharynx is that when he learned to accept love, he had found a new place in the hive, and he actually transformed. The design of his new form is really interesting. I love how the color palette is a bit darker than the rest of the changelings, especially how the moose-like antlers are smaller. Speaking about the changeling designs, ever since the finale of Season 6, people were mixed with the changelings' new forms. Some liked it and welcomed to the new change, while some others don't really like it as much and should have stayed with the old forms. To my opinion, I actually like the changeling designs. They aren't really that distracting in my opinion, although I do find it funny that Thorax looks like an alien moose.
Yeah, I was a bit mixed on the new Changeling designs myself, but they are still adorable, if you ask me. And when I saw Thorax turn into that moose-looking one with the huge antlers, I was like, huh? Wow, okay. But I am glad he still kept his voice and personality, and the same with Pharynx. I was worried the voices would change, but I'm so glad they didn't.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
And then, this happens.
Everything I've been taught as Twilight's pupil.
Ooh, then by all means say it.
I think Pharynx is a lost cause.
I'm all for second chances, third even, but he just seems like a bad bug.
And Thorax has a duty to the whole hive, not just his brother.
If he keeps sticking up for Pharynx, the hive might decide they don't want Thorax as their leader.
I think he might have to kick Pharynx out. But I don't want to be the one to tell Thorax that.
Me neither. But some pony probably should. I nominate you.
What? What? How did he hear that? He wasn't even there when she said that.
That is interesting. I think he might have turned around when they were gossiping about it.
Oh, right. Or he has super hearing.
That might be the case, but who knows. Anyways, overall, I thought this episode was good. The characters were mostly well developed, and I did like the setup and conclusion despite Starlight's actions.
Yeah, I loved the episode as well, and Pharynx is yet another favorite new character of mine. And I hope we do see him in more episodes to come. Though like Digi here said, Starlight's actions did hurt to watch, but hey, still a fun episode overall.
Zarvox, your thoughts on this episode?
All I'm going to say is I do agree with Chaud's and your thoughts in this episode.
Alright then.
Thanks for having me in this review, Digi. It means a lot to me.
You're welcome, Chaud.
Hey, by the way, in that one review, I laughed when Zarvox showed that pic of Sunset Shimmer. Your reaction was priceless.
That was so fucking priceless.
Shut up, Zarvox! And Chaud, don't you bring that up again!
Zarvox, that was great.
Hey Chaud, I got a surprise for you.
Ooh, I like surprises. Wow. Dang it.
I just made you a pony. Wiggling boner lol.
Darn it all, you got me, Zarvox. Now I know how Golden Fox feels. Whew. Okay, well, I better head out, Digi. I got some game reviews to work on, but thanks again for having me, buddy.
You're welcome, Chaud. Anyways, thanks for watching this review, guys. So, this is Digigex90
and Zarvox.
And this is ChaudtheGamer.
Signing out, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace!
Later, guys.